The Beatles to Liverpool is what Shakespeare is to Stratford and what the Pope is to Rome and what Jesus is to Jerusalem. Probably bigger. Some people disagree with that, perhaps, but I don't think so.
When you're moving right up close to me, that's when I get the shakes all over me.
Dave Jones organises Beatles-themed holidays in Liverpool. This morning, he's waiting for the arrival of a large party of Americans. They're coming for the International Beatles Week that his company runs every August.
I'm just waiting for Charles Rose now from New York. He's got 39 people with him. So these are the first to come over for the tour. So they'll all be a bit tired, I think.
Since the 60s, a steady stream of tourists have made their own pilgrimage to the birthplace of the Beatles.
This is not what you would call a regular type of holiday. It's 10 days of party with drinking, enjoying music, dancing, and appreciating the music of the Beatles in all sorts of different forms. All in all, I enjoy it, and I'm working, you know, so what they must get out of it must be fantastic.
Shaking all over.
Waited 39 years to get here.
We have exactly 100. It's the largest group we've had up to date. Every year it grows. Next year we expect to have 150 or 200. None of these people would be here if it wasn't for the Beatles. That's the reason they're here, no doubt.
Having been a Beatles fan from the age of 4, of course, you see it in a book, you see it in a paper, you see it, and it's two-dimensional. You don't know. So you have this existence in your mind of what it's like. To actually see it in 3 dimensions, to walk, to look, to see, it's just, it's blowing my mind right now. I don't think I've slept in 3 days.
Well, this is my 5th time, and I keep coming back because I just love Liverpool, I love London, I love England. It's just, it keeps calling me back, so.
She's the one who's been on 8 times, right there. It's her 8th trip. She's from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Her name is Batya.
I made it, Mom. Thanks for convincing me to come.
He's deranged. Don't listen to him.
She used to tell me turn off the rubbish when I was a child. And then she threw the brochure at me and said, you've got to go. And now sat there on the coffee table for a week, and she twisted my arm, and I'm here. Hi, Mom. Hi, Florida. I made it.
No, she is.
But he likes to see me happy.
I'm only here to carry the baggage.
We have one couple that met 2 years ago on a trip, and they live together now, and they're on the tour together. Last year we had a couple who celebrated their 5th anniversary of being married who met on a tour 5 years prior. So we're also matchmakers. Am I a Beatles fan? Of course I'm a Beatles fan. But we don't do trips to Graceland.
Hello, how are you doing?
All right, you guys are in for the ultimate Beatles Liverpool tour of your lives, a real magical mystery tour with Eddie the Walrus Porter, who's going to be hosting your stay.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the magical mystery tour of Liverpool, birthplace of the Beatles. In the next 7 hours, we'll be going to birthplaces, homes, schools, workplaces, and many other places connected with the Beatles, including Penny Lane and Strawberry Field Children's Home. But first, we're going somewhere else, and we can't tell you. It's all a mystery, isn't it, Les? Now we're going to see where Ringo Starr was born, at Madryn Street, on your right-hand side now. Take you today.
Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to Strawberry Fields. Nothing is real.
Christmas time, they often phone Strawberry Field. All the children line up and talk to Yoko and Sean.
Strawberry fields forever.
And on Christmas Day, a few years ago, after 3 hours, one of the ladies in the children's home took the phone from a child and said, "I'm sorry about the long phone call." Yoko said, "Don't worry about my phone bill. And can you give the phone back to the child?" I'll tell you more later. Let's go. John lived here at 251 Menlove Avenue, on your left-hand side. It was in this house where 2 weeks after John Lennon met Paul McCartney, Paul arrived here riding his bike because John wanted to ask Paul, "Would you like to join the band?" Paul said, "I'll always remember that day, the first time I went to John's house." When he arrived here, Paul said he knocked on the door, but Pete Shotton rang the bell. Someone's knocking on the door. Somebody's ringing the bell. John Lennon opened the door and asked Paul, "Would you like to join the band?" It was here the Lennon and McCartney partnership was born.
John's music meant so much to me in times of depression because it was always hope. It was always a chance, an opportunity for a rebirth, if you will. And I just can't believe I'm here. And the Strawberry Fields experience is, I want to go back. I want to go back and just sit there for hours. Just think, contemplate life. I don't expect anyone to understand. It's very personal. But I'm glad I came. Thanks, Mom.
In 1995, 20 Forthland Road was bought by the National Trust. This was one of Paul McCartney's childhood homes and has been perfectly restored with help from his brother Mike.
Oh, it was wonderful.
It was amazing.
I've got some brick from the front of it in the ground. Oh. Yeah, I take anything. It was wonderful. It was really a great experience, really. I can't describe it.
The most amazing thing was to sit on Paul's bed and know I was seeing the same view he sees every morning.
When I get back to my house and my books and my videos and all the stuff I've got, and to open the books and see the pictures that are in there, and to realize it's going to hit me like right between the eyes that I've actually sat in the chairs, looked in the house, went to the back garden. Okay, I'm done.
You made it here. We waited 30 years.
They think after 30 years or so of being a Beatle fan, they're going to come for the trip of a lifetime and come to Liverpool this once. But when they come here and they feel so much closer to the story that was the Beatles, but they come back the year later and the year after and then next year, and you know, we have people come here 5, 6, 7, 8 times. So even though they think they're coming to Liverpool once, it doesn't quite work out that way.
The highlight of Beatles Week is the Matthew Street Festival, which features cover bands from all over the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles!
Very sad to leave. I'm on the Gulf of Mexico where the water is azure blue, turquoise, and I don't care. I look around me and all the nice people, all the new friends I've made, and I just wish all I want to do is ship my guitar here. I could stay here months and months and wouldn't tire me at all.
Yeah, don't we have a lovely time here,
Yeah,
though?
it was really nice. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
You saw Paul McCartney. No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. No, he's getting a letter for not showing last night.
You enjoyed yourself? I don't want to go home, I told you that. I love it here. I love it here. Yeah. And I had a very nice time, yes.
Now you get to see exactly her.
It's been a great debate for many, many years of who was the fifth Beatle. What else? What was the other ingredients other than John, Paul, George and Ringo? The fifth Beatle was and always will be the city of Liverpool.